I got 17 years experience in the esports market. I built Navi. This is one of the most popular and one of the most successful esports team on the planet. As well as I became a shareholder of ES Force. That's the third biggest esports entity in the world, founded by USM Holdings, with investments more than $100 million in the last round. So before I start speaking, please raise your hands who know what esports means. Okay, that's good. Usually only a couple of people are raising. That's amazing. And esports is whenever people are playing computer games professionally. They're basically earning the money, winning a huge prize money, and by playing computer games. So trust me, after this presentation, your life will never ever be the same again. Yeah, and it will be very impactful. Yeah, because that's the market you never been thinking about. So how it's all started? You know, this computer games has been developing rapidly since early 90s. And gaming industry right now is involving 30% of the human beings. It's 2.3 billion players on the planet. Meanwhile, back in the 90s, it was like 50 million players, and the market was roughly about a couple of 100 millions. Right now, it's 100 billion market. And imagine that's 1.4 billion people registered in top 10 competitive titles, PC competitive titles, like Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, World of Tanks, Crossfire, and 8 out of them are team-based games. So how you miss it? How you miss esports? How you miss all this competition? And that's how it started. That's the late 90s. Yeah, whenever I've been sitting in computer clubs, some of you for sure. And it was like Quake 2 or StarCraft or like those games back in the days, yeah? And in general, that's how I started as well. And this one, who remember ball mouse? Yeah, the ultimate weapon of the gamers. Yeah, whenever something is bad happening inside and you're not feeling comfortable using it or playing it, yeah, you need to open this stuff inside, take out the ball, discover alien life form inside, yeah, and like, what is this? I scratch it down and then pull the ball back and start the playing. So this is the dark ages of the esports. We've been playing for, I don't know, 50 cans of beers back in the days. But with the development of the internet, yeah, online kind of thing, esports has been starting evolving, yeah. And that's the WCG 2004 World Cyber Games in San Francisco. I've participated over here as a player, professional player in Counter-Strike. And that was the first wave of esports development in general. And we can say that in upcoming 10 years, things will change drastically. And that's how esports looks like now. That's esports. Hundreds of thousands of people like watching like on the stadiums, hundreds of millions watching online, yeah, through live broadcasting, etc. So let's see how big esports is. Yeah, if it's like a global phenomenon right now, it's like a huge market. It's this wave. This is the second wave of the esports development. Was in help. With appearing of live broadcasting platforms such as Own3D, Twitch TV, so people can watch esports, yeah, from their home. So the short overview, yeah, like esports is 400 million people, yeah, involved in esports in one way or another. The viewership of League of Legends World Finals, this is like the most popular esports title, is outreaching Stanley Cup's finals by 3 times, yeah. Talking about prize money. In this year, it will be $100 million in prize money in esports. This is the revenue distributed among the teams and players. The friend of mine, Kuro Salehe Takasome, nicknamed Kuroki, is a professional Dota 2 player. He already earned $2.3 million in this year playing computer game, yeah, like Dota. Look at those. This is a sports clubs that are buying or building esports teams. And it's not all of them. Yeah, you can see like people from all over the places, from US to Europe to China, to like every country. Right now, every like football club, basketball club, they're chipping into the esports and building their own stuff. So you would say like, okay, Alex, that's amazing market. Like everything is great. Why are you here? And I would say no. As all of us in our lives, this market has been also facing critical issues. Yeah. And not so smooth. Yeah, esports market is booming, but still it's pretty young. It's highly fractured, unstructured in a while. Yeah. So how these problems look like? We have 2 core things. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's compare football, which is most popular sports, to League of Legends, which is most popular esports. And like in League of Legends, 250 million players. In football, 300 million. In League of Legends, there are 100 clubs. Yeah? Do you know how many clubs in football globally? Who knows? Guess. Just shoot. How many clubs in football? 250. It was close. Yes, 300,000 clubs. 300,000 clubs. Yeah? So why is the difference so huge? Pretty much the same amount, yeah, but 100 clubs comparing to 300,000. So imagine that in esports is like 18, 21, 24-year-old guys and girls, if they want to build a club, yeah, they need to, I don't know, go create a legal entity, open a bank account, hire a lawyer, accountant, like make all those invoices, try to sign the contract with the players, sponsorship contract. It will cost you a couple of months to work with, yes, a couple of $1,000s and like 300-400 each month. So I think something wrong over here, yeah, and this situation should and might be changed. The second one, moving towards sponsorship and media rights sales. It's very simple, yeah. Whenever we can compare, esports is 400 million comparing to 90 billion in sports, and problem not even in audience size or its age. The problem is in the ARPU, average revenue per user. Yeah, it's like, it's significantly huge difference over here. And as I said, it's caused because esports market is not that secured, highly fractured and unstructured. And whenever we are saying, sometimes, yeah, I was a professional player, I'm on a professional team, and sometimes we've been playing on events and not getting paid. We've been winning like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, and like, Alex, thank you very much for participating. See you next, I don't know, nowhere, yeah? Sometimes whenever teams get paid, they're not paying to their players, respectively, yeah? So like, they're not paying them prize money. And if you want to sponsor esports, esports is amazing, yeah, booming. Do you know how to sponsor it? Do you know how to like sponsor any kind of team or, I don't know, any kind of event? There is just no solution at all. So utilizing all my knowledge and experience, I've been starting to think that something is wrong and this situation needs to be changed. Yeah, so like this should be some key, some gateway. So how we can like basically come all together and make it happen. So we are coming out with a DreamTeam. This is the first esports in gaming, recruitment and management platform. So what DreamTeam do? First of all, it's an all-in-one solution for people who want to build, grow, manage and monetize their teams. Yeah, it's very simple. To build your team, we are saying this, the DreamTeam is the easiest way to find players, analysts, coaches, practice games list, tournaments list. There are thousands tournaments today, yeah, in different games, but there is no database. You cannot find them. Yeah, there is a separate websites, but there is no database of the events. So on the one hand, this is like some sort of the LinkedIn, but for gaming and sports related. The second one is Connect. We are using state-of-the-art machine learning, artificial intelligence, yeah, to predict how good players are. We're finally building a clear and transparent path, NBA-like path, from novice to amateur into professional. So we have a ranking from 1 to 10. Whenever you're putting your in-game stats, yeah, just your linking your in-game stats, we can basically tell how good you are. But what is the most important, in approximately 1.5 years, whenever we have enough data, we can forecast your, anybody, yeah? We can forecast a chance of a player becoming a pro gamer. Imagine if you can discover a small Messi or a small Michael Jordan from day one. Yeah, and we can say, okay, this guy has 83% chance to become a pro gamer in like 12 months. That will complete. Imagine how scouts of other team manager will hunt those information, will hunt those players. So manage, yeah. If you build your team, you are growing, but to make everything perfect, to run everything perfect, we are providing any human being in the world with a management, coaching, scouting, media, marketing, analytics, and financial tools to build your gaming team. Not professional, but you can basically, every person can utilize all my knowledge and like use these tools which right now used by only like 10 or 15 top teams, for example. They have all separated tools, yeah? And that's where the most important part kicks in, like earn, yeah? How we gonna monetize it? So with the knocking of blockchain and smart contracts, we have unique opportunity to unite players, teams, sponsors, and tournament on one platform. What does it mean? Yeah, how we can do so? So as I said, sometimes it was a problem with paying out prize money in the events. Yeah, sometimes prize money events didn't pay the prize monies, or players didn't receive them. So we are starting a smart contracts. Yeah, so we are putting basically sponsorship sales, media rights sales, prize money payouts, player salaries, bonuses, transfer market, everything on DreamTeam using DreamTeam token. And whenever I'm talking about the prize money, for example, you can see this one, yeah? So team participates on event and smart contract starts. According to their placement, they're receiving the prize money, yeah, to their team account. For example, let it be 1,000 DreamTeam tokens. And afterwards, after they receive, the teams usually in esports getting a small cut, let it be 10%. Yeah, and 900 DreamTeam tokens are automatically redistributed to players. That's it. Fast, easy, secured, and like most transparent solution without any kind of fraud available. Let's say sponsors. I am a sponsor and I would sponsor all esports event in London today with more than, whenever they get 50 teams, yeah? And they made the one Facebook post, for example, that will, with a hashtag of the sponsor. Smart contract starts, tournaments can apply, yes, can accept this offer. After it sends, smart contract checks if everything was fine, and then paying out according to your KPIs completed. So this is like the one way how we can use the token basically. And the other one, this is like platform purchases. It's a pretty like simple stuff. Premium accounts boosters, but which is most important is like big data analytics and consumer research. People can also get that. We will provide it for every and any college or university for free. Yeah, so like who is related to this one, they can request this data and we will provide it with no charge. I think that's basically it. That's me. That's our website, token sale website. We will have 2 token sale phases in November and January. So come join us. I hope you enjoyed, and I have 2 more minutes for a QA. So who got the questions? If you have any questions. Yeah. That's a good question. Right now we are talking with basically we are rolling out the platform already in September. Yeah, like in like 10 days. Not September, early October. It will be already public. It will have limited functionality. It will have a 15 or 10% of the functions available. But in the end of the day, we are going to for sure get in partnership with the professional teams. Right now we are talking to few, and I think like the members of those professional teams will be in our advisory board shortly. So you can check them on the website. Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry? Core clubs? Yeah, I think it will be top professional clubs. That's where we are starting. Yeah, so like, I know everybody on this market. I know like Fnatic, Team Liquid, Cloud9, TSM, I don't know. Like, everybody knows me. Yes, like we are talking with all of them. And not all of them, but major clubs we are starting with. We would love to, once again, our advisory board will consist from top sports professionals. And like you will, in the upcoming 2 weeks, I think people who know about esports will be impressed what people is joining our advisory board right now. And everybody, whenever I'm telling this idea, pitching this idea to market insiders or to everybody on the market, let it be teams, tournaments, whatever, they're feeling excited. I think this change is completely changing the ecosystem. We have a unique opportunity to disrupt the esports and finally build a convenient, fast, and easy security solution. So they are all like will feel positive. You will just read the news, and I hope like this, like even the partnerships will come out shortly. Yes. Oh yeah, I got it. No, alpha version right now launches in 10 days. The platform will be available in 10 days, starting from its limiting functions that you can search players and teams in Counter-Strike. But afterwards, already in the end of the year, we will roll out a possibility to pay salaries to all players, any teams using smart contracts. So we will roll out feature after feature after feature. And in 1.5 years, we'll have 90% of the features available as I've described. Okay, time is up. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.